What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to take another look at Marvel Avengers Alliance 2, specifically Winter Soldier. In Spec Op 2, I chose to go after Winter Soldier at first, just because I thought he was cooler, and then as I'm using some of your Falcons as team-ups, I really love the character, so we're going to go back and get him at some point. I really took my time with this Spec Op, at first not on purpose, but it was just really difficult, at least mission 1. Then once I got into the swing of things, and maybe powered my heroes just a bit, it became very manageable. So currently I don't have any major issues with the game, and I am having a lot more fun. Now as far as this video, I just want to cover Winter Soldier in depth, and then we'll take a look at him as well. So that's for anyone who didn't manage to get him, that maybe got Falcon, or perhaps you don't even play the game yet. Well, if you can play it, you may want to check it out. As for my Winter Soldier, he is a blaster at level 30, and we currently have 2 stars. His leader's bonus is Defiance. All allies gain 10% increased accuracy and health. Then for his passives, he has Prey. If no enemy is being hunted, single target attacks apply the hunted debuff, increasing Winter Soldier's damage against that target by 25%. So not bad, and then of course since he uses a gun, ammo is going to be required for many attacks. That's fairly straightforward, but moving down to his bio. Long thought to have been killed in action during World War II, James Bucky Barnes was in fact rescued and revived by Hydra forces. A mechanical arm grafted onto his body and brainwashing in place to control his loyalty, the Winter Soldier was, for decades, kept in cryo storage, thought out only to pursue the most dangerous and difficult clandestine missions. After a recent confrontation with Captain America, Barnes' childhood friend, Bucky was able to shake his mental programming. He has since been on the run, searching for his identity, and for revenge against the ones who corrupted him. Alright, so now we know a little bit more about him, but let's check out what abilities I have on him. Unfortunately, they aren't very level just yet, but on his first ability, we have First Strike. This melee unarmed attack is normal speed, hits one enemy, and has armor piercing. Basically, it's going to deal additional damage to high defense targets. Then it also applies Confident, so it increases the next attack's damage, as well as its accuracy by 40%. That's quite a boost. Next, I do have his HE round, an AoE, so it hits all enemies, and it causes Wounding Strike. Deals an additional 200% attack damage over time. It's extremely fast in a ranged blast attack. After that, we're going to be using his Double Slash. This applies bleeding, while has an 80% chance. The same percentage goes for Susceptible. Increases damage taken from status effects by 50%. It's a single target melee sharp attack, with a normal speed. Next up for his tactical slot, he has a little R&R. This generates ammo. You'll pretty much know when you want to use it because it'll be just about the only thing you can use. Then for his innate slot, he has Determined. Hunter's Focus. Winter Soldier ignores stealthy and protecting, and gains 25% accuracy when attacking his hunted target. So there goes a little breakdown of the character himself. And as far as showing him in action, I wasn't sure what we should do. But I actually think we're going to look at some PvP. What we're going to do is take out our Iron Man. He's a 3-star and we have his Unibeam, so that's why we were using him. But I can't wait to get Iron Fist leveled up. He's just so annoying, so we're going to be using him as soon as we can. I think Winter Soldier should be fine though. So let's see how he does in PvP. Currently we're also using a 2-star Wasp and a 3-star Black Widow. For our first matchup, it doesn't look too bad, but you never know. We could get obliterated or we could destroy them. Honestly, I can't guarantee anything in this game. Turn order will definitely play a role. Hopefully we get to go with Wasp relatively soon. So, we actually get to use her first. I'm going to use Queen Bee, my favorite ability in the game. Picture Wasp in Marvel Avengers Alliance 1 being able to protect. She dodges or avoids most attacks. They're usually just going to graze her. Oh, and speaking of attacks, we just unleashed a huge one from our Black Widow. So at this point, I'm fairly confident we're going to win. Honestly, in MAA2, a match can turn in an instant. It won't take long sometimes, depending on who you're facing. The good news though, as far as our Winter Soldier preview, is he's up next, and with him we're going to use his HE round. I love AoE attacks pretty much in every game, so we're going to use them quite often. And with his next attack, which is kind of unusual, we'll use his level 1 on Tony Stark. So in this first match, I have to admit I'm pretty confident, maybe even overconfident, but I think we have this one won. So we're actually going to even bring out a fist bump. It can do some pretty big damage. Unfortunately, we get a graze. Still, Spider-Woman's almost gone and Black Widow will finish her off. So with a 3-on-1 advantage, we're going to try to play a little bit slow and hopefully get another turn with Winter Soldier. Oh, and we do have coordinated setup on him, so we're going to see some extra attacks from time to time. At least there's that. Here comes another one, in fact. And actually, the stalling's all for naught because I forgot. We're going to have to use a little R&R. And I'm not going back through all those turns. So we'll use a bioenergy blast, and that is going to be enough to finish the match. We got a pretty good matchup for our first one, so I kind of hesitate to do another one, but I don't want to end the video just yet, so let's go ahead and do one more match. Hopefully we don't get annihilated. You will also probably note that I'm not very high rank. I'm decent, but I don't do that many matches. It's not really the same for me. I don't feel motivated to over battle. I'm sure I'm going to get the hero, and I'll actually do a PvP reward opening video, at least this time around. But as far as her ability, I'm not so sure. Maybe I'll take a run for it, but I've yet to decide. Honestly, looking at this matchup, I was definitely scared. This team looks pretty vicious. Anyone using Electro scares me. And they of course have that Black Widow as well. We've seen what she can do. Fortunately though, once again we get to use Queen Bee. And we're going to try another Ballerina. It does huge damage. So maybe we're going to be okay after all. We also get a pretty early shot with an HE round, so let's go for that AoE attack. Most importantly though, the wounded. Then after Star-Lord attacks, we get another free coordinated proc, and Winter Soldier is going to be up yet again. So let's use a double slash and finish off Electro. I guess I shouldn't have been worried because he's already gone. And now with Wasp, we're going to use her Bioenergy Blast on Star-Lord. He won't be too far behind. In fact, with Black Widow, we may just finish him off. Whenever I see someone with really low health and we have an AoE attack, I usually like hitting them both. That way we get the finish and still do damage to the other characters. Then after that, I admit, I'm going to try to take it slow and get another hit with Winter Soldier. So we're just going to use Queen Bee. Then I suppose a Bioenergy Blast. We're still taking it a little bit easy even though we like this attack. Sure, we're going to have to use a little R&R again, but I think we can get back around to him. At least I hope. Their Black Widow is going to use situational awareness, and we're going to do the same right back. We don't have any other option. Then we can use Queen Bee again, and maybe someday Winter Soldier will be up for an attack. Though it's taking a very long time. At this point, I'm kind of actually overweighting, so we're going to go ahead and we'll take it a little bit easy by using a shocking touch. But then we're going to try a fist bump, and if it ends it, it ends it. At least it could be a pretty big damage finish. But it grazes for 720. Still enough to win it. And with that, it's going to kind of end our first look at Winter Soldier. Now as far as this game in the future, I'm going to try to cover all the updates, Spec Op, PvP rewards, and so on. But I'm not 100% sure what else to cover. So I'm asking you to let me know, what would you like to see? What do you think would be a good idea for MAA2 videos? I'm definitely open to suggestions. So leave them in the comment section below. That's it for this one, but I do want to thank you all for watching. Ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck, and take care.